Well, hello everyone. My name is Dara Rath and I'm the pastor at Faith Lutheran Church in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. And it so happens this week that the Blue Jays have made it into the postseason. And at the same time, I happened to find this amazing story. It's called The Baseball Game, written by John Healy in a book by William Bosch called A World of Stories. And so here's the story. It was a good evening to watch a ball game in the Bronx. The Yanks were out of the 1983 pennant race, but the air was cool, the tickets free, and Ron Guidry, the Louisiana Lightning, was pitching. There were four of us enjoying a boys' night out. In the second inning, a foul ball was hit in our direction. A boy of about 9 was reaching for it when the ball was grabbed by a man of about 35 with horn-rimmed glasses. In the struggle, a cheap pair of binoculars around the kid's neck were broken. His mother tried to console him, but I could see he was totally crushed. He had an oversized Yankee cap that came down over his eyes and a baseball glove that was too big for him. He seemed a wimpy kind of a kid, you know, the kind of every other kid on the block beats up on a daily basis. Suddenly, someone shouted, "Give the kid the ball! Give the kid the ball!" Hornrims shook his head and put the ball in his side pocket. Inning after inning, the chant continued until it spread throughout the lower left field stands. People were chanting without even knowing the story, "Give the kid the ball." By the 7th inning, the kid must have had a stomachache. People around him felt so sorry they were buying him peanuts and sodas and ice cream. Then Sam, one of the fellas I was with, went over to talk to Hornrims. I couldn't hear what Sam said, but I saw Hornrims reach into his pocket, turn and give the kid the ball. The kid's eyes lit up. Somebody yelled, "He gave the kid the ball!" And then the crowd was on its feet clapping and yelling, "He gave the kid the ball!" The ball players were looking up in the stands. We were generating more excitement than the game. Then a strange thing happened. A man in the front row, who also caught a foul ball, got up and gave it to Hornrims, saying, "That was a nice thing that you did." Hornrims thanked him and pocketed the ball. Another thunderous ovation rocked the left field stands. In the bottom of the 9th, a young man in a Fu Manchu mustache was leaving. As he passed the kid, he took a ball from his pocket. "Here, kid, here's another one," he said, and he flipped the ball into the air. Surprisingly, the kid caught it, and there were more cheers. Hundreds of fans who had been half-heartedly watching a routine game were smiling and slapping strangers on the back, and the kid, well, he had 2 balls in his glove and a big grin on his face, and he no longer looked wimpy. And this is a story written by John J. Healy. Wonderful story. As you can tell, I am a baseball fanatic. I love the game. We watch almost every pitch we can. We're big fans of the Blue Jays. We know this atmosphere of this story because we've been down to the Blue Jay games. Last year we went to the Blue Jay game, and in front of us there were 5 women around 30 years old in that age group, and they kept getting up and going and moving over so they could talk to each other. They were also having a lot of drinks and having to go to the bathroom, etc., etc. So I didn't enjoy the game because I couldn't see past all these women getting up and down and up and down. They didn't watch 1 inning, 1 pitch of that game. So they were having a social evening out. So we weren't too excited about going again, but we went again down this year to see the Blue Jays play. It was wonderful to see them live, to see them in action. And boy, do they ever throw that ball fast. On TV, it doesn't look like that. But this time we went down and we were sitting with some very serious ball fans like we are. We know the players, we know the statistics and so forth and so on, and we just love following this ball team. So I am going to cheer loudly for this Blue Jay team. You could hear me from my house all over the place. And I hope very much you might support them as well. And so, blessings on your day. Blessings on your day. Thanks for taking 5, and I'll see you next week.